Well, welcome to the return. It's the first episode for the new season, and I'm gonna spend today. It's just gonna be a small episode, but I'm gonna be spend today talking about why I slowed my life down. Um, but I'm gonna get a card for today first of all, and they're from the Louise Hay um Our Thoughts cards. I actually got it in a charity shop. Now, tarot cards I won't buy secondhand, but for these oracle cards, message cards, I will use them. And today's card is I trust the process of life. And the back of it is this is there is a rhythm and flow to life, and I am part of life of it. Sorry. Life supports me and brings me only good and positive experiences. I trust the process of life to bring me my highest good. So I'm going to get closer to the computer because I want this to record, right? So because I'll explain to you what's happened to me. So I had my studio set up; it's still there, but we had squatters come into the studio and they've stolen all my podcast equipment and my electrical equipment. So I am building that back up. We're still in the process of claiming insurance, but it's been a nightmare. Um, so I'm slowly building that up. So we're dealing with just recording on Zoom for today. I could use my phone, but I just like Zoom. I just like it. I like the fact that you can split the files. It's really easy. And I want ease. And so back to today's session where I'm talking about, why I am slowing down. I'm going to be 60 next year, and that's not why I'm slowing down. But it did make me stop and look at finality of my life. So I've been from 50, my Saturn return, up until now. I say up until last year, 2025. I've been in what's called not Saturn return, a Chiron return. And if you study human design, a Chiron return is when we come back to ourselves. And it was quite pivotal time. I broke up in a relationship. My dad also passed away. And so for me, it was a real hard full stop of, my family is very masculine, masculinized, allies. I can't pronounce it. Where in terms of, oh, I wouldn't say masculinized. I would say patriarchal. Even though there's loads of women in my family, the values are very patriarchal. So my dad was a very strong figure. And when he passed, it felt like that strong patriarchal energy was gone. And I spent the next 9 years, I would say, trying to find out who I was from the inside out. And it felt like literally like going for the ringer. So obviously we had a pandemic. So I was able to just focus on my business and scaling and, being this coach, high powered coach, which was brilliant. But my health took a toll afterwards and my emotions, and it was a crisis of confidence that I'm coming back up. So I've been on a hero's journey and I'm walking back up to back with the gifts, the elixirs. And so throughout the course of these sessions and podcast episodes, I will be talking about where I've been and what I've been doing. And I don't think I've done a podcast episode for about 2, 3 years. And a lot has happened in that time. But I feel like I've come full circle. And part of me is coming full circles because I'm doing a lot of connecting with community healing um, and just really slow stuff, which I used to do at the beginning of my um, holistic therapy career. It's very much similar like this. Maybe it's the global events that pushes us into these spaces, but that's where I am. So for me, what does slow living look like? So I don't have to rush out and skate every Sunday if I don't want to. I could just take time and put in my garden. Slow living means working with the seasons. Slow living means as an artist that I don't need to rush and pressure myself to get gallery representation and telling myself I haven't made it because I'm not represented by a gallery. Slow living means creating my own gallery spaces or creating my own exhibitions for myself. Um, Slow living means using production, commercial production for my artwork and cushions. Um, not worrying because it's not contemporary enough. No, I want my artwork to be in people's homes. I just don't want it to be for the people who got loads and loads and loads of money. I want it to be for everybody. So slow living is that. Slow living is this is my healing stroke cinema room, as you can see there, right? That's the screen. Slow living means my computer's very noisy. Oh, my projector's noisy, right? So you're gonna hear a little whirling sound. I'm sorry about that, but this is what we've got for today. Maybe I should turn it off because we don't really need to hear. Oops, we don't need to hear. Okay, that's better. So slow living means me just taking time out and watching a movie, getting up, being intentional, doing a meditation, um, and just opening myself up to clients that need me without saying I've got a niche. So slow living is me working with people one on one and not rushing them to have a program because the times have changed. Even though a program is good, the times have changed for this rushing, you have to have a container and all this money. People just are not in that space at this moment anymore. And if they are, they don't want to. If they are, they don't want to um, fight themselves to be in the program and be doing all these things when we're very time poor at the moment. Even though we're on a computer, people are time poor because people are exhausted. It's a really strong it's a really challenging time that we're living in right now. And even though our parents um, didn't have convenience that we had, I think that they had more physical stressors and obviously racism, but they just had to get on with it. What they did have was self-agency and authority because they was able to shut down at Christmas and go and visit people. Now, I did a documentary last year called Windrush Voices, and it's interviewing members of the Windrush generation, and they spoke about what they would do on Sundays and what they would do on Saturdays. So you had days of rest and days of pause and days to be able to think. Right now, if we want something, we can order it on Amazon. There's no gaps, there's no pause, there's no contemplation, there's no full stop. It's like a continuous sentence. And that is put more stress on us because our body, our nervous system is not shutting down, and our nervous system isn't being in the space of it feels like it's continuous. It feels it's still at work. I just need to have some water because we're still on the computer and we're still doing what we do on a day-to-day basis. Now, if you think about what our parents did, they may have done manual job, there may have been a VDU, visual display unit, or they may have used an electric typewriter. But when they went to shop, they would put that down and they would physically go to a shop to purchase something. They wouldn't just be on their phone or the same computer and ordering. So there's no line, there's no boundary of I've stopped working, now I'm ordering the food for today. It's all the same thing. There's no walking. Some people do, they walk to the supermarket, but there's no walking where you have to go and hand over to a cashier. You can do a self-service. So again, touch screen. There is no shut off from the nervous system. And so there is none of this shutdown. So the nervous system is constantly firing off. And so we're not stopping. And what's happening is where our physiology is informing us of what our physiology is informing us, and also our physiology is informing our mind of what needs to happen. So even when we're on the train, we're scrolling, and or we come off from Teams, and we're in the house. There are no signals to the brain that we've stopped, unless we go and make food, we make dinner. But then we'll still be watching YouTube, or YouTube's still not bad, but we've got adverts, right? So we'll still be scrolling while we're cooking. In between cooking, we'll scroll, or we use the air fryer, or we'll get a delivery. So there is no message in the body where I've come down. And so what slow living is taking that time to go into your garden, to water your plants, to maybe start a vegetable garden where you can check your plants after you've just come off from the screens. You're getting that gap where you can pick some mint, some rosemary, and make a tea. Um, where you can go to see a friend or go to a walk. Oh, my earring just dropped. Where you can, take the dog for a walk, just to give yourself some downtime, and leave your phone at home, or turn off your what's it called? Put it on airplane mode so it's there with you. Um, or do not disturb. And if it's an emergency, people can ring twice. I'm gonna fix this up at Airing. Um, I don't know, where you can do an art class after, or a movement class. Again, gym is good, but still in the gym, nobody talks to each other. That's why I have to say this. I've been doing a fitness program, and I've been doing it at home on an app, which is amazing. I'll put the Heather it's with Heather Robinson. And what I like about the app, yes, you're still online and it's not real people like a gym. But what I do like about the app is that you can go onto the message board, and you can help each other, right? You can really support each other. Why is this not working? You can really support each other on the message board, or on the Facebook group. Even if I'm not on Facebook, I'm on this app. But what the beauty of it is that you see people that look like you, same age, and they're doing fitness. And if you live in an area where I live, where the gyms are frequented mostly by men, very few women, um, it's fine, but they're all young men, which is fine as well. But I still want my peers. Okay. So the app is really good. So I've been doing that for since the beginning of January. And I will be going to the gym now. I will be mixing it with a gym visit because I feel confident. My body is the best it's ever been. So it's just working. Again, slow living. I didn't want to go to a gym and walk when it's cold and rainy. I just wanted to be able to do my exercise and go out in the garden after, or go have a shower and just continue with my work. So it's been really, really a good call. So slow living is when you're able to do slow living, you're able to listen to the voices, um, your own voice, and not listen to the intrusive thoughts that we get by being on social media all the time. So I'm going to leave it there because it's just an intro. But I just want you to just make a commitment to yourself about what you would love to do for your slow living, or what is it you need. Because most of the times people are time poor, especially when you look at most of us are from the sandwich generation. We're looking after children and parents, or we're looking after parents and we're not in the communities anymore. Look at that, it's much better. My earrings, I fixed them. We're not in a generation anymore where we've got extended family supporting us. Some people live far from the extended family, or they're not talking because everybody's still carrying the trauma from the past. So people are just mentally and not with it. So what is one simple thing you can do, if that, even if it's growing just a tower of vegetables in the garden, or if it's going for a walk. Now, people say I'll just go for a walk after work, but I really think there's nothing better, even if you've got a balcony, than cultivating some herbs. Even if you're going to do a herb garden, a tea herb garden, do that. Um, I'm going to attach a really lovely template for herbs that you can perhaps look at to grow for your garden. Okay, well, that's me. Um, if you, I'm doing a challenge starting the 19th of May. It's an art challenge. You can join that. If not, see me here next week. Or again, if you want to have some perspective in your life, contact me for a one-to-one session. But all of it. So once again, I will say all of the information that I'm going to post is linked in the show notes below. And also, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can see me as well in my basement. I've moved the camera. Okay, yeah, there's the fire back again. It's in May and it's cold outside, so I just want the warmth. So I will see you next week. Don't forget to subscribe to the Candid Conversations podcast. But this season will be called The Return podcast. Marilyn Fontaine signing off. Bye for now.